Hello folks, and thank you for joining me yet again. Today I want to talk about another thing that really just boils my bollocks, and that is region locking. Let me just select my character here first and decide what I'm going to say next. You know what, I'll play as Cloud because he's really the only character that actually functions like he should. Strange. And because I really do suck at this, I'm actually going to have the level on low because I'm... Oh my god. Couldn't you just have like a fucking, easy, normal, hard fucking difficulty switch? Yeah, I'm gonna put it on very low because I fucking suck at this. But region locking originally was a method incorporated by cartridge-based systems to prevent piracy. Now, they were done through various means, like the N64 and the Super Nintendo had notches in them, and the NES and the Famicom had entirely different cartridges. Actually, I'm pretty sure the Super Nintendo and the Super Famicom also had entirely different cartridges. But now, that's enough on that. The whole thing is sort of that region locking isn't really necessary these days. Yet, for some weird reason, there's still someone out there that does it. The last major console I can think of that had region locking... My god, it seems like every time I try to do something without any stutters, I seem to stutter. I'm actually gonna take that. See, what did I tell you guys? I suck. God damn it, Cloud Strife, I get it. You don't want to live anymore. Oh wow, I didn't expect to actually get that, but region locking was originally a means to prevent piracy, and the last console I recall doing it was the PS2. Actually, the Dreamcast I don't think had it. Now, what is my main point here? My main point is that I don't like being told what I can and cannot play. Now, that's not a huge issue, but... Actually, give me a moment. My triangle button doesn't seem to be working. There we go, all better. Now, I don't like being told what I can and cannot play. By a parent, as a kid, that wouldn't be an issue. But when it's, a company acting like Big Brother, I really don't appreciate it. I don't like a company telling me what I can and cannot play. If I want to play a game, I'm going to play it, and I want to play it. So, I know it sounds really childish, but I think as an adult, I can make my own choice on what I can and can't play. And I don't really... Okay, look, I've been repeating myself for the past 4 seconds here, but the whole point is that region locking, we don't need it anymore. If someone wants to look something up, they can just do a Google search. It's literally that easy. Yeah, I know. I'm just faffing about here. I actually really don't care about the fight. It's just something to have background noise. I could end this right here. Actually, I think I'm going to because I'm kind of tired of fighting Sephiroth. I fucking hate Sephiroth. He's such a terrible, terrible character. Mommy, the Promised Land! The Promised Land! Woo! Yeah, he sucks. He needs to, take over the world and become a god or something. Maybe dress like the Joker. Then I'd like him. But the point is if you want to find something out, if you want to learn about a game that never came out in North America, you can just do a Google search. You can just be like, well, Xenoblade didn't come out in North America, so I'm gonna... Well, it did, because I have it. But a lot of people are... Well, it's like, okay, well, this didn't come out in North America or Europe and stuff like that, so I'm just gonna search for it or import it and stuff like that, and then it turns out you have to mod your console to play this game that you just bought. This game that you just spent upwards to $130 on, might I add. And yes, I have paid that much for a game before. Mind you, it wasn't anything special, and that's why I don't like importing, because you don't know what you're getting. Because most of the time, they don't release demos for imported games. There was no demo for Saint Seiya Sanctuary, so I did end up buying that, and it was such a bad game that I did literally end up getting rid of it really quickly. It just... no, I don't want to talk about that thing anymore. It seems the only good viable characters in this are the sword users, or anyone from 7 beyond, except for Zidane. I hate 9, oh my god. But this isn't about Final Fantasy, I'm just playing this to have like a background thing. But it's like someone else is just making this decision for you, and it's kind of annoying. I really don't know how to shake it any other way, but when you have something like Xenoblade and The Last Story, and when you have the Operation Rainfall games, you kind of want to play them, and you're being denied them by this company because they don't think that they'd sell. Well, who are you to decide that, aside from investors whose job is to decide that? I guess I just answered my own question. You know what, Jack? Fuck you. I didn't like how you kind of sounded like Bardock from Dragon Ball Z. I will change the future, herpaderp. Sorry. Woo! Suck it, Ezio. Yeah, can't fucking parkour that shit. And I just used that wrong. But anyways, the whole point is that region locking, we don't need it anymore. No console at the moment, aside from the Wii U, has it. Actually, it's weird. I went from white knighting Nintendo in my last episode, and now I'm actually pointing out a flaw of theirs. Huh. Kind of rare you see someone do that, eh? It's just like, have you ever had that one game you really wanted to play? I can think of a bunch of games on the Super Nintendo I would have loved to have played as a kid, like the Dragon Ball Z games. I would have loved those as a kid. Despite the fact that they were shit, I would have loved to have played them as a kid. I did actually play them when I was like 12 on a thingy. An emulator, that's what it's called. Herp, my bad. And I did actually enjoy them as a kid. But I think it would have been more impactful. It would have had more of an impact on me if I had gotten to play them with a SNES controller. Which, we didn't have SNES controllers that, you know, we didn't have like USB to SNES converters at the time. Actually, I didn't even have a computer that had a USB port at the time, and I had to transfer everything. I didn't even have internet at the time, and I had to transfer everything from the library computers, the public library computers, to a floppy disk. Damn it, blocks. Wait, Squall can't air dash? Oh my god, that's actually kinda lame. How dare you dodge me, you Sonny Straight sound-alike? Yeah, I'm not getting over that, by the way. He really does remind me of Bardock from Dragon Ball Z. And region locking is just... it's an asinine function now, and... like... I had absolutely almost zero chance to get one of my favorite games of all time, and that was Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. Now... Tatsunoko vs. Capcom is... well, you can see why it almost never made it out to the United States. And it even actually had a character removed. it had many characters that were also planned for it, apparently, that couldn't be put into it due to copyright infringement. Or copyright reasons, actually, not copyright infringement. Two entirely different things, I think. But they couldn't get the rights to use them outside of Japan. And I think that's really stupid, and if you license things, it should be licensed worldwide. If you make something, it should be, everyone should get it, and that's that. I honestly do think that if you can't release it in North America, Europe, and Japan, it shouldn't get made. But that's kind of unreasonable, and there's always going to be stuff like that, so the workaround to that is remove region locking. It's normally just a software thing, so it's normally just in the operating system. I'm pretty sure that the 360 could have played Japanese 360 games so long as they just removed whatever little bit of code kept the region locking there. I don't know if the 360 had like a hardware difference or something. Personally, because I've spent about maybe a year with one, not much time. Yeah, I know I'm just faffing about with Jekt. And then now he's dead. He is already dead. But it's just being told what you can and cannot play by a company that really doesn't care about you. They just want your dollar. Kind of silly and asinine. And I actually did mod my Wii to play backup games, simply so I could import games, because I had a feeling that Xenoblade wouldn't almost said Xenosaga. Wow, that would have been a slip. But I had a feeling that Xenoblade would never come out over here, so I did actually mod my Wii, and then the day I did that, it was like, oh, hey guys, guess what? How many of you guys just went through a painstaking 2-hour operation because you're a fucking retard and tried to mod your Wii? Well, guess what? Xenoblade's coming out. Ugh, fuck's sakes. Really, Nintendo? Really? You know what would have solved this issue? Not having region locking. I guess you could say I hate region locking. It's... Region locking, anti-piracy, what are these things and where are they headed? These things I will erase and build a tribute to non-existence. Yeah, I did sort of just paraphrase Kefka. I do love Kefka, my god, he is such a great villain. He is like the anti-Sephiroth. If he could suck, he would do it. But he can't suck. That's the only thing Kefka can't do. Except right now, actually. In this game, he kinda does suck. I think, like, the whole thing with this game is it's like a button masher, and then you have characters that require strategy. So there's characters that don't exactly flow right with the game's mechanics. And that's, yeah, you know what, I'm getting off topic here. Another thing I had an issue with region locking was actually, well, it wasn't much of an issue, because, well, what would have helped is having a fucking DS, but I didn't have a DS. Instead, my sister was the one with the DS, and there was one game I really did want to get, which was, what was it? Kamen Rider All Rider Generation, I think it was, based off the Kamen Rider series, which I'm admittedly a pretty big fan of. Probably more so than I should admit. But it's just, after a while I was like, I tried to import it and I couldn't, but then I found out that the 3DS, the DS isn't even region locked. that you can just import games and play them on the go. Like you know, no modding. No, seriously, just no modding. I'm still trying to sort of figure out the controls. My god, I'm doing terrible here. Kefka really sucks in this game. My god, I hate him with a burning passion. In this game, like in Final Fantasy VI, my god, I love everything about that game is just magic. I could literally devote a whole episode to Final Fantasy VI, but I'm not going to. Maybe I will later, actually. Maybe I'll do like a whole Let's Play on it. Nah, that's too long. It's a really long game, actually. But I wanted to import it, and I couldn't because I didn't have the money. But then I actually found out that, you know, the DS, not the 3DS, my bad. I swear to God, Nintendo, name your things a little better. Oh shit! I have to like focus on this. Oh shit, it was like triangle right up. But it came to the point where I did want to import it, and I didn't end up importing it, but I wanted to. I don't know where this story's going, but another story I do have about why region locking is actually kind of bad is when I was a kid, I had this friend who had moved to Canada from Poland. Now, on his way from Poland to Canada, he sort of stopped off in another country. I'm not exactly sure where, but he got a GameCube and a copy of Super Smash Bros. There. So, this guy had to now import all of his games because the GameCube was region locked. I didn't know about region locking at the time, actually. So, I tried to borrow his copy of Super Smash Bros. Melee from him, and to my surprise, it wouldn't work in my GameCube. Yeah. I mean, which was weird because it was in English because it had like 5 different language settings. But I was so pissed off because I wanted to play it and I thought my GameCube was actually broken. Yeah. So, turned out my GameCube was fine and I was an idiot and... Oh, fuck. Okay, look, Terra, you have to fucking, like... Yeah, son! It just got kind of... It was kind of frustrating. I tried all my games again. I thought my GameCube was broken. And... it was just really unpleasant, and it ruined what could have been a great experience. Because I never actually got to try Smash Bros. Melee at that time. I don't know why I didn't just play it at his house. But part of me was like, fucking... Oh, okay, fuck off. I was like 11. So... it didn't work. I tried all my games, thought my GameCube was broken. I brought it back to him the next day, and it worked. And I was like, okay, it didn't work on my GameCube. He's like, oh, yeah, by the way, region locking. What the fuck is region locking? Oh, see, my console is European. Oh. Yeah. See, North American consoles can't play European games. Huh. You know, you could have told me this in a span of 5 seconds yesterday. Yeah. Thanks. Douche. So, that was a little stint on region locking, why I think it's bad. You shouldn't have companies telling you what you can and cannot play. I have a feeling the Wii U is going to get a ton of good games in Japan, and not a lot of them are going to come out over here to North America. Now, that's my biggest fear, is that it's going to have all those great games in Japan, like the we got Tatsunoko vs. Capcom and and Xenoblade, and The Last Story, and Pandora's Tower, and Fatal Frame 2 and 4, and those two never made it out to North America. I had to play Fatal Frame 4 with a translation patch, and I still haven't played Fatal Frame 2 on the Wii. And I want to, because I'm a big fan of the franchise, and I want to give Nintendo my money, but they're not letting me. And it really sucks, and it hurts the fans, it hurts the gamers. Region locking, we don't need it anymore. It's pure bullshit. It's even more bullshitty than console wars. It's even more bullshitty than bullshit. You know what, maybe that's something James Rolfe should dedicate he should bring back the You Know What's Bullshit the videos, and he should do like a whole episode on region locking. I would love that shit. That is bullshit I would watch. Now, I'm signing off now, because I guess you guys don't want to see Kefka scratch his shins anymore with his foot. And is he scratching his ass? Maybe he's actually, I'm not even going to go there, but I'll see you guys later. I'm signing off for now. I'm going to do more Let's Plays, like, in 2 months I'll start Pokemon up again. I'm all poked out. I've been playing Pokemon X, and it's not been an enjoyable journey through that game, so I don't want to even talk about Pokemon at all anymore. So, till next time, farewell.